And now it's time for a look back at the week, and I'm joined by media consultant Bridget Egan and writer and comedian James DeLeo. Welcome to you both.
Thank you.
James, it's week one down of the campaign, and people are seemingly still more interested in MasterChef than the Great Race. How do you think they're faring?
Can I just say, firstly, I'm embarrassed to live in a country where we would postpone a leaders' debate or reschedule it for a cooking show final. And can I also say that if I want to see a fat man wearing a cravat at 7:30 at night, I'll watch an Idi Amin documentary. So, yeah, I think it's not an auspicious start to the proceedings, I think.
Bridget?
I actually think it's fantastic because I think they're being very realistic about what people actually want to watch. Why would you go up against a juggernaut like MasterChef? I think around 4 million people are going to watch the final of that. So outside of that, it's fairly slim pickings in terms of who might tune into the leaders' debate. So I think they're being very realistic about their chances of pulling any sort of audience. And in a way, it's actually drawn a bit more attention to the leaders' debate. Maybe they've done themselves a bit of a favour both ways.
What type of images are they portraying this week? I mean, I've been quite fascinated by Tony Abbott and the fact that he's running everywhere, you know, be it with school kids. I mean, he's showing off his personality, but what are they trying to do?
He's action man, isn't he?
Dynamic. I'm liking it, frankly.
Yeah, he's Mr. Energy, and I think that's what he's trying to project. But I think it's just who he is. And I think the campaign so far is really dry and dull. I mean, I don't think we're seeing anything much of great interest. Not a lot of policy, for a start. I think there was some policy released today. But I think today the protester at Julia Gillard's announcement was the most exciting thing that's happened all week.
I saw all the journalists quite excited. With finally some colour and movement.
And I think it was Abbott that actually tackled him to the ground. So it was good.
And speaking of Tony Abbott, obviously he was a very keen boxer in his uni days. He was asked about the Danny Green fight today. James, it's become more about the business of sport, hasn't it, this week?
Absolutely. I think the only thing missing from that fight was Don King and his afro sitting in the front row. Yeah, I certainly think that there's going to be a big investigation, and it's tarnished the already tarnished good name of boxing. So
put it up there with the Tour de France, hasn't it?
Well, the fight I would have liked to have seen would have been Danny Green versus Tony Abbott. I think Tony Abbott would have lasted a little bit longer in the ring. He was certainly fitter and in better shape than Paul Briggs, and a bit of a boxer in his day might have given Danny Green a bit of a run for his money.
But also, the broader point is we finally got another issue out there which has got a little bit more colour and fascination to the general public, maybe, than the election. Unless
there's another oil leak somewhere in the world, that could be the only other issue.
Well, it was the 29 seconds that knocked the election campaign off the front page of the paper, and yeah, the punch that wasn't, you know, has got rid of the campaign that isn't.
All right, Bridget, James, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.